grew up again around people who, they were losing, right? And what I noticed is a trait of these people is they always focus on why it wasn't gonna work. They would always focus on the negative outcome. Yep. Instead of going, there's 5 things that could go right with this, they would tell you the 10 things that would go wrong with it. And there's a saying I really like. It's like, how many reasons do you need not to jump off a bridge? It's like, you only need one. But these people are masters at telling you the 10 reasons not to. It's like, got it, don't jump off, gonna die. It's like, that's all I need. But winners, they focus on the outcomes. Now, it doesn't mean to be naive and not see any of the downside. And that's where we got to, get ourselves, number one, out of that emotional state so we can logically look at situations. And, then we can apply great outcomes. And most of the time in business, you want to go big. And like when we say big, like you want freedom, you want time freedom, you want an abundance of money. These aren't things that just a little bit of work's gonna do. You're going for it, you're going big, and you want to go big. You want to live, an above average life, but you will not get there with the handbrake on, telling yourself the whole way, you're gonna crash, you're gonna crash, you're gonna crash, you're gonna crash. Eventually you're gonna crash. So you have to, like, again, the greats in sports, in business, they are delusional in their certainty that they are going to win. And like Scott said, you got to have a great relationship with failure, because failure does not mean losing. It just, like in basketball, you got to win 7 games, best of 7. So they still won championships, losing a couple games, because they just focused on the next one. Patrick Bet-David says this quote, and it really resonated with me, because I, too, sometimes get stuck into this, like, focusing on the negative. And he goes, if you dig a hole for yourself, the fastest way, the first thing you should do to get out of it is to stop digging. So you want to stop the negativity, stop putting the non-desired outcome onto the situation. Change that mindset. Think like a winner. Refocus. Okay, cool. The past is the past now. Put that behind me, because everything from here moving forward now, I can control and I can create a better outcome. But you have to change that mindset. So again, winners, they do not blame circumstances. They adapt as they go. They are constantly learning. And if you are someone that is making excuses, if you point the finger outwards rather than point the finger inward, that's what, like, if you talk to any winner, they'll identify it with you right away. As soon as you start saying they did this or this happened, or because, it's like, no. It's like, how did you respond? How did you act? How did you change? What can you do different? It's always a you thing. Unfortunately, it's a you thing. But the great news is like, just like you're your problem, you're also your solution. And if you want to be in business, like, I don't know why you would want to be in business to lose. You wouldn't. So we have to just agree. We don't want to lose the things. We don't want to lose this mindset. It's a must. You have to learn to be a winner. You have to learn the traits. You have to learn, and you have to be able to identify when you are spiraling, when you are acting like a loser, and you have to quickly, grab it, reflect on it, and then, adapt.